Luka Doncic played his first game with the Slovenian national team in a friendly match against Brazil ahead of the Olympic qualifier. He produced a dominant display, appearing to still be in the form he was in leading the Dallas Mavericks to an NBA Finals appearance just weeks ago. Against Brazil, he totaled 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. He shot 11 of 19 overall and was highly efficient from inside the arc by shooting 9 of 11, but was 2 of 7 on three-point attempts while going 8 of 13 on free throws. He only turned it over once as well. Let's take a detailed look at how he scored and created advantages. Early on, Brazil was focused on not allowing Doncic to play pick and roll. They blitzed him on the first play, putting Josh Nebo in the short roll. The weak side defense was packing the paint, creating a pass to the corner, but the shot was missed. Outside shooting is essential to make the defense pay for using such aggressive coverages. On this play, Nebo sets a step-up screen for Doncic, but with Luka picking up his dribble early, it takes away the option of getting deep on a drive to create a finish against a smaller defender, or to draw the big and help to create a late lob to Nebo. Partly this was due to the strong side dunker spot being filled. This is something to reconsider for Slovenia. Regardless, Doncic threw a lob to Nebo and it resulted in a foul, but it was a more difficult finish than it could have been. I like this approach from Slovenia's offense here. They play out of a delay set with Nebo up top while Doncic begins in the corner. They flow into a zoom action handoff, and with Brazil not switching unlike what Luka often sees with the Mavericks in this action, he can attack downhill in the middle of the floor. The weak side low defender rotates, creating a late spray-out pass for Doncic, creating a next chance for an open shot, but this one is missed. After a defensive stop, Doncic finds a teammate for a quick throw-ahead pass, resulting in an easy finish in transition. This looks like it was supposed to be a possession off for Doncic, but the play gets stifled by the on-ball defender going under in pick-and-roll coverage, resulting in Dragic turning down a shot and reversing the ball to Luka. Now he has to make a play late in the clock. He uses a jab crossover and gets to his spot with the paint crowded for a step-back three-pointer, but misses the shot. Doncic used his frame to counter Brazil's smaller guards when trying to pick up early. All it took was a spin move for Luka to attack the middle of the floor to create a stride-stop turnaround jumper. He closed the sequence using a bump against the defender before taking a one-legged jumper that he hit despite being pressured. Out of a horn set, Doncic gives the ball up to Cancar but gets it back before the other elbow big Nebo comes up to set a ball screen for him. The low defender had rotated early to the paint, and Doncic read this as he drew 2 defenders on the ball, so he tried to make a no-look pass to the corner. The weak side wing defender managed to break up because Cancar didn't space out quickly enough to create the right angle for Luka to get this pass through. The defense is at a disadvantage going under screens against Doncic, especially when the on-ball defender lacks the necessary size to contain him, which most of them do. Here, the defender spins against the screen to try to recover, but Luka attacks downhill going to his right and draws the foul. Brazil tried to go under the screen again while sending the low defender. Doncic had them figured out quickly. Since the defender went under, he knew the big had to step up to prevent a jumper. While reading the low defender, he stayed patient and created a wide-open shot for a teammate on the wing. This one was missed, but since accounted for Nebo, he got the offensive rebound and finished. Brazil adjusted the approach against Slovenia, screening for a shooter and flowing into double drag. The defense switches the first screen that was set for Doncic. Then as he dribbles and stays patient going to his right, a switch occurs. The defense had the low defender ready to account for the roller while no clear relief option was available, with a player in the short corner and another in the corner being accounted for by one defender. Doncic takes the pull-up since he has space, but the shot rims out. Slovenia adjusts the approach here with a shooter screening for a big near the nail before setting a screen for Doncic in pick and roll. The initial screener spaces instead of setting the screen in double drag. This is something to be careful of since this brought another defender in Doncic's path as he drove right, allowing for a gamble on the ball with 3 defenders accounting for him at one point before releasing to recover. He stayed patient and used this to find a shooter drifting for an open look that falls. Flashy sequence from Doncic here. He pushes on the break and gets by a defender using a push crossover before using a rondo fake, then flips an incredible no-look pass over his shoulder to the corner after drawing help. With a fake on the catch, this became a wide-open shot, but it rimmed out. Simple but smart way to mix it up by Slovenia. Doncic begins in the corner while they play out of a delay set. He receives a pin-down screen and the defender goes under, creating a chance to pause on the catch and attack, going to his right without a help defender in the paint with the weak side spaced out. With the defender sealed on his left side, this was an easy scoop finish. Slovenia thrived with Doncic playing out of double drag for a stretch. He rejects the first screen on this play to get deep on a drive. With the big committed to showing help, Doncic stays patient by using a series of fakes while playing off two before making a short-range jumper. This time, Doncic uses the double drag screens and it allows to turn the corner going to his right. Brazil was dedicated to having a defender near the restricted area without having to worry about defensive 3 seconds like in the NBA. Doncic got creative by holding the ball out with his right hand before leaving his feet, forcing the help defender to get vertical, setting up a scoop finish on his way down. With Doncic pushing the pace and Slovenia using a small ball lineup, Cancar is playing center and sets a screen and pops as Brazil tries to ice Luka along the sideline. The behind-the-back pass happened before a recovery could be made, leading to a wide-open shot that Cancar missed. Having Cancar at the center spot here makes Brazil adjust by switching in pick-and-roll coverage. Simple play here from Doncic. He is being forced left, so he attacks downhill, uses contact to his advantage after getting low, and plays off two to set up a right-hand floater and banks it in. Doncic poses such a threat in the post with him continuing to have a size advantage. He's patient and attacks middle, then uses a jump stop. He reads the defense collapsing on him as he's attacking, setting up a spray-out pass with a teammate shaking up from the corner ready to shoot. The result is a make from distance. Doncic likes the matchup Cancar has early in the clock, so sprays it ahead to him. This is a dynamic Doncic can benefit from with Cancar back from injury. He brings another scoring capable of doing things like taking a short-range turnaround jumper. On another pick-and-roll attack, Brazil tries to position a defender in front of Doncic's path to disrupt a finish, but he holds the ball out and high with his right hand to keep the option of throwing a late lob to sell the defense, but primarily to neutralize the help defender by throwing off his timing again before the scoop finish. If the pick-and-roll coverage isn't going to switch or play up and the on-ball defender is hung up on the screen, it's a great chance to take a quick three-pointer as Doncic does here. This one is a miss, but it's important to take to keep the defense honest. Doncic attacks of pick and roll after an inbound pass, but this time Brazil helps off the strong side corner aggressively. Luka immediately recognizes every defender involved, especially the on-ball defender playing the drive. So he comes to a hard stop using a behind-the-back dribbles and works his way behind the perimeter with a step back and hits the jumper. Slovenia has a 3-on-2 situation after Doncic steals the ball. He exploits the advantage by using a no-look pass, freezing the defense to create a touch pass to Nebo for a finish. Interesting concept here. Cancar screens for Doncic with Nebo at the nail, ready to set a back screen out of Spain pick and roll. Doncic dials up a lob to Cancar after getting deep on the drive, but he is unable to complete the catch and finish using one hand. Doncic flashes to the ball early in the play, and Nebo receives what was practically a wide action screen before coming up to screen for Doncic. Brazil tried to show against Nebo's screen to prevent Luka from turning the corner going right, so he just splits the defenders to go straight down the middle of the floor. Now a smaller defender has to try to contain Doncic and fouls him as he gets into a floater for a possible and one sequence. Slovenia begins in a traditional horn set instead of Doncic already being extended. He begins on the elbow, then this play develops into a handoff from Nebo after screening for the point guard. With a shot fake on the catch, Doncic delays the big defender enough to allow Nebo to get behind him, resulting in a lob dunk. Since Brazil frequently pre-rotated the low defender to pack the paint, having Doncic be on the left wing made a lot of sense. The play develops to the point, Luka receives the ball, Nebo comes to screen for him, and after one dribble, Doncic fires a live dribble reversal to the weak side corner to counter the blitz for a wide-open shot. This one is missed, but Dragic comes up with a rebound and finds Nebo for a push shot that he makes. Perimeter shooting success is vital when the defense begins to blitz Doncic. The result is a wide-open shot in the corner, but this one is offline. Instead of hanging in the dunker spot or short corner, Slovenia did a great job of spacing out on the weak side. Doncic drives left out of pick and roll as Brazil attempts to show and recover. Luka plays off 2 feet and uses a series of fakes but reads a late double coming from the perimeter. So he leans into the defender and sprays it out to Cancar, who necks it for an open shot that drops. Watch the details of this one early. Brazil's coach is talking to Doncic as he inbounds the ball. He reacts but was reading the floor the whole time and immediately darts the ball to an open teammate cutting for a made basket. Doncic attacks in the post early after initiating the offense, and notice his approach. He sells the defender on an inside move before using the contact to counter with a spin move. Luka already saw the help coming from the inside the paint before turning, knowing the lob would be there quickly, but Nebo couldn't finish the dunk. Perhaps pressured standing dunks will be a limitation at times for Nebo since he's only 6'7". Another post touch for Doncic, and with Brazil flooding the strong side, Doncic plays out of a face-up and doesn't have a great passing option after spinning baseline to test the defense. He uses his size by initiating contact while attacking middle and finishes a floater over the top while drawing a foul. Brazil tries to veer switch this pick and roll sequence, but Doncic punishes the big defender by using a slop step and a fake to throw off his timing, resulting in a shooting call. Doncic starts this play off the ball but comes up for a handoff from Nebo after the defender died on the screen contact. Nebo came to set another screen but slipped it, knowing the on-ball defender was going to stay attached to Luka. He used this to his advantage by attacking left with the defender playing the drive, setting up a step back that he hits from beyond the arc. With how threatening Luka is with the ball, it goes a long way when a teammate can orchestrate a pick and roll and make a play, just like how it happens here. Nebo set a middle pin down for Doncic on this baseline out-of-bounds play, creating a chance for Luka to square up on the catch and fake the shot. The defender reacted by jumping, creating a chance for Doncic to get into the gap and use a hostage dribble, while Nebo set a Gortat screen. The corner spacer shakes up from the corner to neutralize any help, while Nebo seals off the big, creating a chance for Doncic to finish off two on the right side of the rim. A teammate makes a play out of pick and roll once again. Instead of a mid-range pull-up jumper, it's a no-look pass to a cutter for a finish. This was another example of a teammate making a play out of an action that Doncic didn't have to create. Nebo goes to the second side after Luka doesn't get the ball for the handoff. After rejecting a rescreen, Nikola counters the defender playing the drive while trying to recover, setting up a step-back three-pointer and resulting in a foul call with a help defender coming over to pressure. After a steal, Doncic pushed on the break again, knowing Brazil would collapse on the drive. He passes it out before the ball is nexted to an open shooter that knocks it down. Nebo receives a middle pin down from Prepelic before coming up to set a ball screen for Doncic. This creates a potential Spain pick-and-roll situation, but instead of Prepelic back screening, he flares out to the perimeter. A defender helped off the strong side corner and gambled, but was called for a foul, resulting in free throws for Luka. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching all the way through. I appreciate everyone that subscribes to my channel, and if you haven't done so already, I would appreciate it if you could. All likes and comments on the videos help my channel reach new people, so that's also very much appreciated. Check back for more content soon.